interior stores, castings for the engines, silencers for the Commander. We buy them, then go out again to a subcontractor for polishing. Anything we buy in bulk is stored in this area. Mostly Commander parts.
Swinging arms, was it F1?
These are F1 frames, swing arm subframes. Made by Spondon at Derby. For the F1 Sport, they are exactly as that, not painted.
Yeah.
For the German market, demands that they're painted, and they pay extra for it. Unfortunately, there are problems with painting. This one is reject. The paint hasn't stuck, they haven't primed it.
Acid etch, presumably, on...
I don't know what to do with it. It's very discouraging when you've built a bike, or partway down the line, building the bike.
And the paint's coming off.
And the paint comes off.
Can you imagine? Will you be making many more Commanders like my one, or will they all go back to the new F1 engine in the Commander?
We've got another 30 to make, or scheduled to make another 30, and then it's the revised version with an F1 engine, which is primarily for the police. We have a small welding department where we make frames for the Commander, small brackets, little fabrication, what we do in-house. Those are finished Commander frames. And these are the bits that we buy to make that frame. Assemblies for the Commander frame. Now, that's the front part of the Commander frame, which is fully welded, pressure tested. The bearing housings are machined, and then it's welded onto the rear section. That is the beginning of the oil tank section. Been in the swap, had one machined yesterday. In this area we do all the special permits machining, rotors, rotor housing. Each of these machines only does one job. They were built for that job. We bought them all from Fichtel and Sachs in Germany, who used to make this size of engine. That is a rotor housing for one of the aircraft engines. It's much the same as the housing on your Commander. It has a different inlet port, and it doesn't seem to have any spark plug holes. That's an F1 rotor housing. Single spark plug, large inlet port compared to the Commander, large exhaust port. We buy the raw casting. All of the machining is done in-house, and the final grinding is done in-house. And the plating is done in Western Superman. This is our £300,000 machining centre. It takes a raw casting like that, which we buy from a company at Coventry. They arrange for it to be painted, it comes to us, and then this machine does all of the machining in 2 settings. We end up with that, which is the right and end plate for an F1.
Yeah.
And this machine does all of the F1 castings. It does rotor housings for the little drone engine. It does some of the commander castings. Most of the fixtures for this machine, they're called a pallet. Doesn't look at all like a pallet to me. There are several different pallets, and the machine will do all of the operations, change the tools, turn the casting round to any angle, complete all the machining operations in sort of that plane. Then the operator changes the casting up to the top of the pallet, where in this case it's doing the inlet and exhaust port machining, and then it will turn it round to do the spark plug hole.
Expensive machinery.
Yeah, but very accurate and very quick. Previously we used this machine. This is now 10 years old. In its early days, it has a magazine of tools in there, and this here is an arm which selects a tool, brings it out and fits it. Now the stories of this machine, it was a good day if it hadn't picked a tool, fetched it out and thrown it at the operator. We use it now for small components, machining fork yokes for the F1. All of the rotating parts of the engine are dynamically balanced. So all the rotors are individually balanced on that machine. And on this one we balance the complete assembly, flywheel, eccentric shaft, rotors, balance weight. And after balancing, they're all kept together as a set into the engine build. Unfortunately, engine build is locked and I don't have a key. Can't really see much in there.
With F1s.
Each month we try to do 20 motorcycles. 1 month F1s, next month Commanders. These 2 here are the last of July's F1 build. So the next batch in progress is Commanders. The engines are built in that room, and on here I'm just putting out the kit of bits to do the next 20 Commanders.
sell all that you produce?
Yes. I take one, we'll paint it white. But eventually we sell them.
It's a good job you painted it white.
The F1 engine comes out of the engine build with its transmission on. The F1 engine design is slightly different to the Commander in that everything is built onto the right-hand end plate, really like a sandwich. The engine is built onto it, the transmission is built onto it, and the frame is fitted on top.
On the F1 they got the oil pump and everything on the right hand.
Yes.
End, haven't they?
Waiting for parts.
You sell all over the world, does it?
No, mostly it's this country, Germany, Belgium, and there's getting a few in Holland.
Not America.
No. Two problems in America for us. The main one is product liability insurance, very expensive. And the other one is meeting the emission regulations.
That's worse than Germany, is it?
Far worse.
Is it really? I would have thought Germany would have been.
No, well, Switzerland is worse than Germany. But both those countries, the machine is tested once. That's it. If it passes, it passes. And that's it. You're free to sell as many as you like. In the States, the test is much more severe. It goes on for 16,000 miles. You have to have 4 tests in that time. You're not allowed to do anything but scheduled maintenance. So if the machine breaks, we have to pay eventually the customer.
So if someone from the States wants to buy a Commander, it's not
Well, I won't say they could. We shouldn't let them. But if someone comes direct to us and tells us that they're sending machines to the States, so sorry, we can't do it. But if we go to our dealer and buy the machine from him, then we're not going to. Brake hoses, which the Australian regulations are quite specific. There must be rubber covered brake hoses.
That's right.
We've had to concoct a letter saying that it complies with the Australian design rules. We tried to cheat at first by saying to the best of our knowledge, but that wasn't good enough.
That's right. Yeah, I think I saw that letter.
Oh, so bad in this one, you know, so harsh in this one.
Just pay money.
You look at all the choppers and things that are on the road and bikes that clearly don't.
A lot of them, I think, don't come apart.
Is that right?
Certain manufacturers are getting it. It's from a magazine called Vintage Stuff.
I've not heard of that one.
No, neither have I. But he brought it back yesterday and said, very sorry, when we were photographing it, it fell over. It looks like it fell over at 30 miles an hour. All the sides scraped, the footrest bent. Still, it's not the first time. We loaned it to a dealer at Kettering Bike Centres who had an open weekend for promoting Norton. And one of the last rides of the second day, some gentleman ought to have known better was posing back in front of the shop. Long left-hand bend, greasy road, and it fell over. Earlier in the million, most of them million and a
Oh,
million
yeah.
ride.
Who's taking that? Ron Haslam or something?
He's riding it, yeah. I don't know how he's going to.
Because he's injured at the moment.
He's badly injured, yeah. It's our service area.
Is that Frank Westworth?
No, this is our current mechanic.
Your own one,
Also no, Frank's old grey one. It's just been sold.
He's got a green one, though, hasn't he now? I thought he bought a new green one. Oh, has he?
Yes, he specifically ordered a white one.
Because he wants to look like a facepack.
Yes. It's amazing how courteous other road riders become when you're riding a white one.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Lane discipline, signalling. Amazing.
Put a red stripe down the side of it.
No, you don't even need that. Just a big white bike. Go ahead. Let's see if I can find the right switch.
Yes, sure, feel free.